Hey guys, it's Scott here and welcome to a different episode of my Ultimate Team journey. So, first things first, you may notice that me and me on the screen are not in sync. Now, the reason for this is because this is a post-commentary, not live. What you see on the screen is from yesterday's stream. Now, let me explain what this video is. So, last night I did a stream and this series just went massive. And I thought that today we would do an update video and sort of just a recap of what's happened in the series so far and basically what we've got left to do in the series. So, from the start, the idea or the goal was to get a really good Prem team. We did that. Then we changed the target to getting the Team of the Year. Now, that has been the target for a very long time, and at this stage, I had everybody, this was at the start of last night's stream, I had everybody apart from Messi, Iniesta and Dani Alves. If you add up the costs of those three players, it is 4.7 million. So, even with those 360k right there, I still needed 4.4 or 4.3 mil. So, this is where last night's episode comes into play. So, yeah, a lot happened, and I thought I would recap what happened by showing some stream highlights and showing you guys exactly what happened. So, I bought Falcao the night before, which is why my money dropped significantly. But this is a very quick recap on what has happened in the series so far. And so, yeah, we've got everyone apart from Messi, Iniesta and Falcao. No, we've got everyone apart from Messi, Iniesta and Dani Alves. So, let's get into what happened last night, shall we? And I'll show you the first thing that made this go a little bit odd. So, at around what I would say is probably getting close to about half an hour into this stream, Adam Smith in the comments said, if you put up a player or a card, I will buy it for 500k. Now, a lot of people in the comments have said stuff like this before, and I've put them up because why not? What if they actually do go and buy it? I mean, it's coins for me. It would really help out with this series. It'd really get me closer to that Team of the Year goal. So, Adam Smith was a guy in the comments, and yeah, he basically did just say, if you want some money, put up this card. I'm not going to play FIFA again. If you want 500k, put up a card. So, I was putting up random stuff for wagers anyway, so I thought I'd put that up and I could use it for a wager if he didn't buy it. But yeah, something did happen. So let's get to the live commentary, shall we? Who knows? Put up a bronze. I put up a thingy contract. I put up this. Player contract for 500,000 coins. There you go. So, sold. No freaking way. Well, that guy's legit. That guy is an absolute god. So, you could see that that guy was, like I said, legit. He actually gave me 500k of his own money for no reason, basically. He said he didn't want to play Ultimate Team anymore because he was going to a boarding school or something like that. Sorry, Adam, I can't remember exactly what you said, but he basically didn't have any use for the coins, so he thought he'd give them to me. So that is the first thing that happened in this episode, and yeah, that sort of set it off to be a bit of a different one. So the next part that happened was actually nothing related to the series at all, but I thought I'd throw it in as a stream highlight, because it was a highlight of the stream. Craig the Duck signed for Barcelona for 88 million, new world record transfer. Now this stream was on deadline day, so I thought it was actually quite funny. Craig the Duck, he sent me a message saying he transferred to Barca, and look, you can see him right here. He does actually very quickly just go and get changed into his new Barca kit. So there you go. There's a, well, your new world record transfer, Craig the Duck. So that happened as well. And then we actually get back to reality a bit and play a game, finally. Very quickly before we get into the gameplay, this is what we were playing. We were going into the Gold Cup for the first round. And this is the team that I'm using, my current, as it stands at that point in the stream, Team of the Year team. So you can see we only need those three players, Messi, Iniesta and Dani Alves, to replace Sanchez, Modric and Hal Pereira. And look at those ratings. I've got 92 attack, 91 midfield and 88 defence. And this is the team that we come up against, this first guy. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I mean, I don't know why he's got Pepe and Benzema in there. They don't fit in at all, but who cares? Let's get straight into the gameplay. This is the first game of the stream and also this episode, I guess. So here we go. First round of the Gold Cup. This is how it went. Absolutely terrible. The first half was 0-0. Those chances weren't that great, and yeah, full time. It was a cracking match, that one. 8 shots on targets, his 3. It was really just a poor game. That's why I didn't even show any highlights, because there wasn't anything really worth showing. And right here, I believe I thought about bringing on, what was his name? Ronaldinho there. I thought about bringing him on, but no, I thought I'd leave it and see if I could actually get a win. And the reason we're in these dodgy kits, by the way, is because, yeah, this guy would not change to his other kit, so we ended up playing in these. But in the 113th minute, Falcao gets the ball on his debut, scores a lovely little smash into the bottom right-hand corner. 114th minute, Falcao makes us 1-0 up, or puts us 1-0 up, and that is very nice to get a lead in extra time. And then, just a couple of minutes later, Ronaldo, of all people, gets the ball on the wing, chops inside, and you don't want to let him shoot there. You really don't. I mean, as soon as he chopped in there, he outmuscled the guy, smashed it past him, and the keeper had no chance. So, that is 2-0, and that is how the game ends. So, that was the normal part of the stream. That game right there. And now, let's go away from reality and get back to what actually happened. It was a little bit different. So, this is where the series sort of got a little bit of a boost from other people, you could say. So, I was messaged by quite a few guys that were saying they're done with this game. They really don't care about it anymore, so they're willing to just donate a few thousand coins to help out. So, Chopper Jr., the god, he's donated a little bit before, and he's played me in some wages. He donated very, very nicely, 50k right here, after we've already got that 500k donation from Adam Smith earlier. So, it's a bit of a crazy episode so far in terms of people saying they're done with the game and just donating me money. And I thought, oh yeah, 550k donation is pretty insane. And then this happened. So, yeah. A 3 million coin trade offer. The guy was offering me 3 million coins for free. Now, at the start of this series, like, if this had been offered to me months and months ago, I would not have accepted. But this guy said he literally had no use for the coins and he didn't even want to sell them. That's how much he didn't want them. He didn't even want to sell them. So he said, you can have them. 100%. I made sure I asked a lot of times, 100%. And he said yes. So the reason I accepted that, some people may ask why, is because it means this series will definitely finish now. Thank God for that, because before it may not have finished. And you can see right there, look who we go and buy. The highest rated player in the game, 98 rated. Team of the Year, Lionel Messi. So, that trade offer was pretty helpful, and I think everybody should show their appreciation to Adam Smith, who is a god. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I said that about a million times in the stream as well. What do I say? You've basically just gifted me Messi, which is absolutely insane. So he will now go and join my Team of the Year team. Lionel Messi, 98 rated. Jesus, you only quick sell him for less than 12 grand. But there you go. So 3 million coins. Now you can see I've got 771,000 left. That is enough to buy Iniesta, but not for Dani Alves. So right now we have just bought Messi, the biggest transfer that I'm going to do on Ultimate Team this year. I paid more for Messi than I did for Ronaldo, which is pretty insane, but that's not the only transfer we're doing this episode. Oh no, you can see right here, we put a bid on Team of the Year Iniesta. Now, this may be a tiny bit overpriced, but it's basically the only one I was going to win that night. So I decided I'd just chuck a bid on there for a Team of the Year Iniesta, and you can see we've bid 738,000 coins. Now, this would mean, if we win this, that we only have one Team of the Year player left. And that is Dani Alves, who costs about 1 million coins. So, there was also another thing that happened, which I will show you straight after what happens right here. So Iniesta, 738 grand, 3 seconds, 2, 1, no outbidding. So I was very happy there. We did not get outbid, so we just won Team of the Year, Iniesta. We only have one more Team of the Year to get. Here he is. What a god. So, he's going to get stored in the club. Now, I believe right here, I either go to the club or the trade pile. And there are a couple of things that happened. So, we did buy Iniesta, but I believe, after looking at this message right here, 210k right here, right now, I did not accept that. That guy wanted to donate that, but I didn't do that. But what I did do was, one guy decided to say, hey, you know what? I'm another person who's not playing FIFA again. Have my team. So I was like, are you sure? Now, I didn't really know who was in the team, and he said, you can have it, because I'm not going to play it again. You can have my team. Now, this right here, this trade offer is where it was just like, that's a freaking expensive team, and yeah, it is. He's got the Barca version of Neymar. I paid 365 grand for him. That's a lot of coins for a standard card. So, yeah, we've basically been given a team that we will use in a match in this little episode and stream. So, what has happened so far? Well, we've been donated 500,000 coins. Then we played a game. We won. Hooray! We come out of that game, and we get given a 3 million coin donation by the god that is Adam Smith. We then go and buy Team of the Year, Messi. Then, what do? Well, we've got 700 and something thousand coins left over. Why not go and buy Team of the Year, Iniesta? So, that is the team as it looks right now. So, there's a tiny bit left of what happened in the stream. It is just a couple of games, so I will show you very quickly just the scores of those games. I don't think the highlights really matter that much, but I will show you the scores very quickly. But that is the Team of the Year as it stands. We are very close. So let me show you the highlights of the games, like I said, and by highlights I mean just the scores of each of the games in that cup. So 3-1 to me in the second round, Messi scoring on his debut, and he actually gets man of the match on his debut, which is pretty godly. Messi is pretty insane. So I won that one 3-1 in the second round of the Gold Cup. We then used the team that the guy has lent me and has basically said I can sell it because he's never going to play it again. I can sell this team. So you can pause it right there if you want, but at the end of the episode you'll see that I have sold some of the players. So that's the team we're using for this third game, and let's just say I'd 8 to be the guy that I played. Ha! That's original. And S-Vine scored 6. And after that, it was just like, oh, I don't really care anymore. I ended up scoring 2 more goals just to get it to 8-2. But yeah, that just shows how overpowered S-Vine is. And then we get to the final. We use my Team of the Year team, and we lose 4-2. This guy was actually quite a good player, so I'll give it to him. This was a lovely Ribery goal right here. I sent him a message after the game saying, nice Ribery goal, GG. And he said, yeah, thanks, you too. So someone who isn't a douche, especially when they beat a Team of the Year team. So, we got eliminated in the final round. Unfortunately, we lost 4-2. But I guess right now I will very quickly sum up what's happened in this sort of stream, episode, thing, highlights, whatever you want to call it, and what has happened in the series so far. We're doing a very quick recap. So, we got basically gifted I'd say it's around 3.7 mil. Oh, and that was the message from the Ribery game. But yeah, 3.7 mil is basically what we've been donated in this video stream thing. And so we basically went and bought Messi and Iniesta, and now we are close to getting our final player, Dani Alves. There he is. That was the cheapest on the market. That actually sold for 1 mil. I could not afford him, so I will very quickly show you me... well, with the money I've literally got right now, if you went onto my Ultimate Team literally at this moment in time when you're watching it, if you're watching it on the day it comes out, this is how much money I've got. So, I'm getting there. If I do some wages, I will easily be able to afford Dani Alves. So, That is the aim, to get him by the end of the week. But that's going to end this episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you're there for the next stream, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.